Right, so my name is René Neubach. I'm from Vienna and I'm working as a digital marketing consultant mainly in the health area. I'm working pretty much in the electronic or digital sphere for the last 16 years or so. I've been involved in approximately 1,000 projects in my life, so I'm coming from the agency side. I've been working in the pharmaceutical industry for 7 years and now consulting companies in the health area for the last 3 years. I think mainly my point is when working with my clients to put the customer, may it be the healthcare professional, or put the patient in the center of all of the activities. If they're willing to work that with me, that's what I'm striving to do. Long story short, I think there shouldn't be too much of a difference, because it's always about just like putting the customer or the patient in our case in the center of all of your activities. When it comes to patient-centered initiatives, I found this quote in one article that I found while researching it that says that patient-centered approach is a noble architecture in an antiquated delivery system, which I think is absolutely right. Because if everybody is striving just like putting the patient in the center and the system is not working towards it, that's a problem on the one hand. And on the other hand, if you look at, for instance, the pharmaceutical industry, where I worked most part of my life, is they put very often healthcare professionals in the system, in the center of their systems, which is, I think, one of the issues that we're facing. It's because of this field of wide varieties of apps and applications, and also the data that comes out of the individual wearables and pedometers and what have you. I think there is this huge amount of data that somebody has to cope with, and I think there's a huge opportunity for companies, systems, companies in the industry to actually work as a translator and facilitator in order to make the responsible people understand that data and do something valuable with the data. I recently read an article that said there are healthcare professionals where they are confronted by patients with their data on their lifestyle and they just don't know what to do with it. So I think there's a huge opportunity in facilitation for all the providers in the area. And if there's one app that would be actually excellent, is just like get all this data together, consolidate it, and get one view, normalize all of that data that is out there, right? Whether it's from your health record, whether it's my blood sugar here, or whether it's my Apple eHealth application that shows me how many steps I've taken, just like normalize it so you can really translate it easier for somebody and do something with this data. I think the whole field of gamification is just like a really interesting one, and the potential is huge. Regardless whether it's come to educational pieces, I think it doesn't matter who the target group is, whether there's healthcare professionals, patients, just like everybody in the system. Because I consider gamification not so much as a playful tool, but more as a motivational tool. And if you think about fields of, I don't know, medication compliance or adherence, I think there is so much huge potential out there, and there's some good examples showing how gamification can really improve that adherence and bring value to the systems, also in a monetary way. So one of the things I always thought about was, why aren't the healthcare providers addressing all of the pharmaceutical companies in one specific area? Right? And just like give and tell them that they should be working on adherence. And as a result, if they can really raise the adherence of patients, raise their floor prices as well, and not go it the other way, just like lower the floor prices all the way. I'm not so much of a pharmaceutical economist, but just like, you know, normal thoughts just like lead me to that way. Why aren't they doing it?